Hello, everybody. It's hump day. Woohoo! Okay, let me check as always to make sure everything is going live the way it's supposed to and that I actually have sound. I always teach that in my training to double check, make sure everything is going live. It's nothing like going live or think you're going live and then nothing is working. But even though I tested everything, sometimes you can just, things happen. Things happen. In fact, I did a live earlier today. Okay, it looks like I don't see my live. What is going on? Um, See, that's why you got to test. All the way down to pages. Oh, there it is. All right, that looks live. All right, we're live. Whew. I don't know about you, but I don't know. I feel good, feel pumped. So, if this is your first time watching me, I'm Terry from terrymlee.com. And I have a Facebook group called Funnel Tech Ninjas. And in fact, if you use that link, it'll get you there where I talk about all the tech behind having a membership site, courses, and coaching programs. So all the tech behind it that people have going on about it. And so, anyway, I haven't gone live on my Facebook page and my YouTube channel in a while, which is where I'm streaming to right now. And I'll probably switch it out or add it to some of my other social media things in a bit. But I wanted to talk about a question I got, which was whether they should kind of ditch their WordPress site, not ditch it, but move everything from WordPress to Kajabi. And they currently had a coaching program. And so, since it's a very common question I get, I thought, why not go live and talk about it, right? So, if you're watching this, give me a hashtag replay or a hashtag live. If you're watching it live, I definitely would like to know, and if you find this helpful. So, like I said, the question I get is, should I do WordPress? Should I do Kajabi? And what a lot of people don't realize is there's actually a third option, and they can do both. Yes, you can do both. So, first, let's talk about the pros of, let's say, going from Kajabi to WordPress. So I always say it depends because if you're in the beginning stages and maybe you don't have a lot of blog posts, like you don't have a lot of people hitting um, your site, getting SEO, then putting it all in Kajabi to me is a no-brainer. It's easy. It does your email. It does your video hosting. It does all those things that usually stop people from moving on because sometimes it's the tech. And with literally, if you can click a button, you can make things work in Kajabi, and get moving. The tech won't slow you down as much as if you're trying to learn all these other pieces. Am I trying to learn WordPress? Am I trying to learn the video hosting of maybe Vimeo? Am I trying to learn in some other opt-in tool and plugins and all that other kind of stuff that goes with Kajabi? I mean, with WordPress. And so if I'm in the very beginning, then it's a no-brainer. The it depends really comes into play if you have an established WordPress site, you have a lot of blog content, and you want to move it to Kajabi. Well, there is no really move, so to speak. You would have to do it manually. So that means hopefully you have some stats, like what are your key um, or high traffic blog posts, And then maybe I would bring those over if I wanted to move everything and kind of break the connection and not have the hybrid, which is both of them, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. So the down part of that is you're going to need to sort of update all your SEO links. So if they've been established, typically they're with your site. And while you could have, so let's say it's terriumlee.com, right? Well, under Kajabi, the default is terriumlee.com/blog, then whatever my SEO title is for, that article. So let's say it was, you know, Kajabi or something. So it's going to change your current blog post. Now, you could, in retrospect, change it on your WordPress site to /blog. I know it it's probably not something you want to do, but you could change everything in your WordPress site to /blog, whatever. Let that SEO kind of percolate, if you will, get out to all the internet sites and it gets updated and what have you. And then when you would migrate, you kind of don't lose your SEO juice. That way your links are the same. Now, the third option is the hybrid mode, which some people that have an established WordPress site will do. They will keep WordPress, and there's two ways to do that. So there's really like a 3A and a 3B. So 3A is you keep WordPress. It's your primary site. It's where it's like terriumlee.com, and I've got my blogs and maybe some other stuff. But my Kajabi then becomes the back end. It's where my courses, my training, and all that other kind of stuff, and maybe my sales pages, my checkout pages, all that other stuff is in Kajabi. And so maybe it's terriumleetraining.com or the default like terriumlee.mykajabi.com. You don't even have to have a purchase domain if you don't want to. You could just keep the default. And so as people purchase or your products, you send them to this back end where they pay, register, get access to, and do it all that way. Now, the 3B option, and this is a little bit more techie and geeky, but you could have Kajabi be the lead site. So imagine it's the home page. It still has your sales pages, your products, and all that other kind of stuff. But instead of WordPress being the focus, it's just the blog. So instead of, a lot of times you have like a home page on your WordPress site, all of that would go away and it would just be the blog. And so in Kajabi, where that /blog and your articles are, typically there's like its own page. You could just redirect. So like if people hit like a menu item that said blog, it would send them to WordPress. Now you would want to make sure your colors and your brand kind of look very similar, but that way you're not losing any SEO juice. You're not really changing anything. It's everything is working and comfortable there. And then Kajabi becomes this primary site and your products and everything else. It's just that your blog is on WordPress. And there's some pros and cons to that. I mean, it is maintaining two systems, but if you didn't want to change anything in the short term without losing and making it too complicated, that's another way of doing it. So I hope you have found this helpful. Definitely, depending on where you're finding me, join the Facebook group. We're really starting to, or I should say, I'm starting to ramp up with more behind the scenes tech tip stuff for your courses and coaching programs and membership sites. So I'm excited about it. So anyway, I will talk to you later and happy Wednesday.